Come and forget, I'm under your bed.
Hi, morning. Well, my name is Ruth. Some people call me Ruthie, Auntie Ruth, Mummy. Today I'm going to be preparing chicken soup for the pregnant moms and moms with small children. Okay, but for the soup we've got yam, pimento, pumpkin, onion, garlic. What did I tell you this morning? What was that called again? That's right. Churchill. And that's called thyme. Okay? Now we've got some split peas here. And this makes the soup have a nice taste and a nice consistency. Split peas. We also season it with a bit of bell peppers. And my little friend, Mr. Scotch Bonnet, that put a little bit of fire in your mouth. And of course, vegetable packed soup. Okay, can't finish the soup without that. And what's next? 2 little potatoes. Excuse me, I'm just gonna get the flour over. Right, because we're gonna be making some spinners. This is plain flour, so we're gonna be making some spinners. None of them big dumpling business. Little spinners. You know what I'm saying? Little spinners. Right. So that's about this for the soup. The other thing I forgot to tell you was carrots. But it's optional. Let's put it this way. If you haven't got the carrot, you got the pumpkin. And if you don't have the pumpkin, use the carrot. That's what I say. And not only that again, this makes the soup yellow and pretty.
Auntie Ruthie, you're forgetting something.
Ah, I heard you. Yes, I've got some in the fridge, don't worry. A little pinch of butter. Yes, I've got that, don't worry. Thanks for reminding me. I tell you, you know too much. I think I'm gonna get you up here to do the cooking. Definitely. Right. That's my little pot to cook my soup in, I think. Yep. And that's about it for now.
Auntie Ruthie, as we go along, I'm going to be asking you some questions about the ingredients, you know, how they nourish pregnant women and the new mamas. But for now, let's get to chopping.
Okay.
How you peel and cut in your hand, that's how my mom used to prepare.
Yeah, I'm just one of those old school, you know what I'm saying?
It's really old school.
Yeah. How can you peel without, and listen, do not use this to do that. It's not gonna work. This is too hard. You know what I'm saying? So use a knife if possible. And listen, baby mothers out there, just take your time and peel the pumpkin and don't go over the top. Right? Don't peel a big piece like this. Cut it up in small portion and take your time, ladies, mothers, and peel. Right? You may not be as quick as me, you know, because remember, I'm an old school and I've got years of experience. This is what it should look like.
Nice.
When it's finished.
Very nice.
Right? So I'm going to peel all 4. I need to put some of that split peas in the pot. It's not boiling up yet, is it?
It's not boiling yet, no.
Okay, that's fine. We're just going to use about a cup of it. And that should be fine. As I said before, do not try and cut into your hand, because I'm not near to you to take you to the doctor or to the hospital, right? And please don't. What I would suggest you do get a cutting board, right? Now listen, this is my nice clean kitchen. I'm not going to spoil it up to please anybody or show off. I'm not going to do that. I'm just letting you know. That's your cutting board we're pretending now, right? And put the knife, hold it this way, put the knife like that and cut through. But guess what? Your Auntie Ruthie ain't doing that now. She's going to cut the old-fashioned way. Please, like I said before, don't try it. I'm just the old school. One more to go. And remember, I told you I didn't have any carrots, but it doesn't really matter. It's optional. Just cook what you've got. Make do. You know, your soup don't have to turn out to be an expensive meal. You know, as long as you put some nutritious thing in it, you're good to go. Ah, my churchill, where are you, love? Come. Come, darling. Come. Come to your auntie. Right. Now, listen. There's no wrong, there's no right way of doing it. But I like to cut it in half. And remember what I said. There's no right and wrong way in the kitchen of peeling anything. No make nobody fool you, but that's how you do it. Do it how you want to do it.
That's right.
That's what I would say. But this is the wrong way. Wrong way what? Just peel the thing when you want to peel it. See? I'm getting it off. And it's coming off nicely. See it there?
Lovely.
Right. Make sure you take out that little white bit. Go there, so. Cut again. And this. Take out the little heart, or some people say the belly. And just peel. Yeah.
And I hear it's also called Christophine in certain countries. Auntie Ruth, have you heard that?
No, I've never heard it.
Christophine, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yes. Funny enough, it's tasteless. It's just water based. But I believe churchill and pumpkin, especially if you've got high blood pressure or even diabetes, less calories and it's good for you. Very good for you. Now listen, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be dicing them up a bit. And like I said to you before, use the cutting board.
It's good that you mentioned that it's full of water. So
yes,
we know that you know it's good to keep well hydrated during pregnancy, and when you're a new mother, you're feeding your baby, and you can drink your water, but you can also eat your water, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Lovely.
I know some of the mothers out there would say, you know what, this is just too much for me. Let me just go and buy a tin of soup. But no, darling. The tin soup is emergency food, okay? Just have like a nutritious tongue, man. Spend a little 5 hours so. And never guess what? Your soup could last you for 2-3 days too.
Yeah.
Trust me. Cook it, cool it, put it in the fridge. Trust me, Bob's your bloody uncle.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so for those amongst us who are vegans and vegetarians, obviously we don't have to put in chicken or anything.
No, not at all. Just this, right? It's the garlic and the onion and the thyme.
Yeah.
Those are vital in the soup. And as for the garlic, well, let's put it this way now. What should I say? I wouldn't just put 1 clove of garlic in this little soup. The more the merrier, right? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I love garlic, so I'm going to put 6 in it. And remember, come on, ladies, look how small they are. They are small.
Nice.
Right, and I normally put a little water into this thing so I can stick them off nicely.
Just watching the pot is coming to the boil.
Is it boiling?
Yeah.
Okay.
And especially now, Auntie Ruth, with the flu season and COVID, we need things like garlic, right?
Oh my goodness, yes. And even the onion, but the garlic is so good. So good. Especially in the winter time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Did you know, I don't know if you know this, but you know, you could get a couple of cloves of garlic, get some honey. Well, what I would do, I would cut the garlic so it can infuse into the honey. And leave it on your worktop. Can put it in your fridge, but it's not important. And you take, like after 7 days or so, you just take a spoonful every morning. Did you know that was good for you?
Well, you know why I know it's good for you, because you bought me one, didn't you? With the honey.
Yes, but it's got more than that, sweetheart. It's got so many properties in it. It's unbelievable.
So tell me what you put in my remedy, and I'm going to show the folks the Auntie Ruthie's remedy in a moment.
Do I need to tell them everything?
Well, not everything, just what you want to share.
I'm going to tell you. Fresh lemon. Fresh lemon squeezed. Garlic, honey, and ginger. Yeah, that's about what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
And that is... And please don't tell me you don't like the taste of garlic, sweetheart, because it's got such a nice taste with the honey. With the honey, it's lovely.
So tell me, Auntie Ruthie, we're cooking this for pregnant mums and mums of new babies. What would you cook back home? I mean, where was back home? Where is back home for you?
Back home is in Jamaica. And of course, when I was living in Jamaica, I was only a young person. But even though you're young, you always remember what your mom cooks or your grandma cooks and the ingredients what they use. So what I do, I try to keep up the same thing by using fresh herbs and spices. You know what I'm saying? And bring it to the table.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What kind of herbs and spices?
Herbs and, for example, garlic, onion, thyme.
Yeah.
What they put in the soup. And I must be honest with you, growing up, and I'm not ashamed to say this, but I didn't know about leek. Sorry ladies, but I didn't know leek in my days. All I know was chocho, turnip, pumpkin, and carrot. That's all I know. I didn't know about Swede and all that. No, darling. So, what I know then, it's what I use now.
Right.
And it does the trick, sweetheart. It does the trick. Yeah. Have you noticed I'm cutting up all this to put in the pot? Yeah. Yeah. Just put everybody at the same time in the pot. So that's that. What I'm going to do now is get some split peas. Right. Yeah. Boil this. Hold on, did you want me to measure it?
No, we don't measure.
Use your discretion at the end of the day. Look,
right.
watch. I'm just going to use about that much. Let me see. Half a cup. I just know it's half a cup. And always wash, my darling. Don't just take it out of the packet and put it in the pot. Right? So I'm washing that nicely. And strain it off. Just going to do it 2 times. Okay. Right, and strain it off.
So that's right. The split peas gone into the boiling water?
Into the pot, yes. I'm going to let that boil for about 10 minutes before I put this in.
Okay.
Like to just wipe up as I go along. This is going to go in afterwards. I'm going to leave that for a good 10 minutes.
All right.
To boil.
So whilst we're waiting then, what do you know about any kind of back home birth traditions or traditions after you've had your baby, like things like binding your belly, the kinds of foods, the kind of care you would get when you've had your baby?
I'm just going to give you the experience that I saw.
Okay.
When my auntie was having baby, not my mom, because when my mom was having baby, she actually went to the maternity hospital.
Right.
All I know, my mom went to the hospital, my dad looked after us, you know, make her meals, whatever, soup, porridge, and I think my mom was in for a day. And then she came out the following day. That's all I know. But then, this is my experience now. Living in the country area, and I've seen my auntie. Again, I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking about anybody else.
Yep.
My mom's sister, she was having baby. I went there and I see no lights in the house. No lights at all. Every window was blocked out. And the room was in darkness. And then I hear a baby crying. Trust me, I hear a baby crying. I didn't even know my auntie was pregnant, never mind having a baby. Anyhow, this is it now. She had the baby. But who was the midwife? We call them a bush nurse.
Bush nurse?
Bush nurse. Right. I don't know how the message reach out, but all I know, this woman comes up, deliver the baby. She is not medically trained at all, not to my knowledge, but she can deliver babies. Anyhow, what did she do now? Don't ask me if she get hot water and all that, because I don't know. But in the room, that's how I can remember this. In the room, there was I'll just demonstrate. Hold on. Okay. We had something like this, not like this. It was ceramic.
A ceramic bowl, right, like a basin.
Correct. And it had, in my grandma's room, it's always the grandparents who's got this, the ceramic bowl, very nice and posh, different colors, and they would have a little thing like this inside of it. I think it was called a pitcher.
A pitcher, right, yeah.
I think it was spelled, if I'm not wrong, P-I-T-C-H-E-R.
Sure.
A pitcher jug. It's got a little handle on it. So that had water in it at all times. So when you've got visitors come to stay with you, they would use this as their face basin to wash their face and things like that. And the water would already there. Maybe when she was having the baby, that must be the water they used to sort themselves out.
Right.
It's possible.
Right.
And again, it was room temperature. The bush nurse. The bush nurse, yes,
the bush
of course.
nurse.
Yes. And she leave. You don't even know when she leave the place. You don't even know, but she leave. Baby delivered nicely. We don't know the secret where the placenta went. I don't know. But that's what I saw. Yeah.
So you saw the house in darkness.
And then
you hear the baby
crying.
Wow.
And did you know, to be honest, they have to stop in that room for about, I wonder if somebody could correct me if I'm wrong. Now, is either they stop into that room for 9 days or 7 days.
What was going on in that room for those 9 or 7 days?
I don't know. I don't think they want to catch up. They call it baby cold. Don't ask me nothing about that. And that baby ain't leaving that room.
Right.
And they would breast milk from the boobies. Yes. And I think after a while, like over here, you get the instant milk powder. Not with a country life. It has to be breast milk. And I think as the child is getting a little bit older, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 months, they start to make porridge for the baby. And I think most of the porridge that they used to give the baby was, I think it was oatmeal. And remember, they didn't even have a blender. So you know what they used to do? Boil the porridge. They would put the porridge through the sieve and rub it through.
Right.
Because the oatmeal would be too rough on the baby's stomach. So it's nice and smooth. And they put it in the bottle, give it to the baby.
Wow.
And trust me, perfect.
Wow. Old time things.
Old time thing, but it was good. And I'm sure that's how I was growing up.
Yeah.
Mommy's milk and oatmeal. And then cornmeal. And then banana. Banana porridge, my dear.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yes. And you know something, I know I'm going back to the days the Stone Age days, but I can't help
We
it.
want to hear it.
I can't help it, right? Like I said, I'm not ashamed to say my mom didn't have a blender. Oh no, she didn't. Just giving you a brief rundown. She would use the banana, peel the banana and grate it on this fine side of it. And then she would use a fork after the banana was grated and sort of go through it like this to thin it out.
Right, kind of whisk it.
Whisk it with a fork.
With a fork, right, okay.
Yeah, like I said, she didn't have a blender.
Yeah.
And anyway, where was she going to get electric from?
Ah.
Like I said, I'm not ashamed to say.
Yeah. Country life.
Country life. Country living.
Country living.
Yeah. And that's it.
Fantastic, thank you. What kind of drinks would you give to a mom who just have her baby? What kind of teas or warm, hot drinks would you give to help them recover from their birth?
They would drink bush tea like sirasi, but again, if they're feeding the baby, I don't think they would give sirasi. So it would be like proper drinking chocolate. Not no chocolate they buy in the can, in the box.
No.
Cocoa.
Yes.
You know? And they would get that type of stuff, grate it, boil it, put the fresh milk in it, put some condensed milk, nutmeg, vanilla, good to go.
Yeah.
That's what they would have. And like I said, Horlicks.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that chocolate.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm not too sure if they get, there's a nice thing called Irish mash. People call it sea moss.
That's right.
Oh my God, but, sorry. They used to boil that for the men, you know.
Oh, for
For the men.
strengthening.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think they realise how good it was for them as well. When you think about it.
Ooh. Powerful.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Isn't it funny how all those things are really popular now in the UK? Sea moss, coconut oil, castor oil,
And flaxseed.
seeds, yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
People are getting now to realise that these things are essential. And they can purchase it at the shop, online, because they know now that it's good. Is what I mean?
Nice. Wonderful. Okay.
I'm just doing some peppers.
Lovely. So we've put the split peas in the pot with the pumpkin and the onion and the garlic.
And the garlic.
Yep.
And just cutting up some sweet peppers now to put in, not yet, at the final touch.
Okay.
But like I said, there's no wrong and there's no right way. You can put it in now if you like. But I'm not going to put mine in yet until I've put the yam in it, and the potato and the little spinners.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like to take these little parts out of the
Yes.
out of the bell peppers.
So Auntie Ruthie, you were talking about this bush nurse who would come along and help women who are having their babies. So it's very similar. It sounds like a very similar thing to what we now call here and in the States, doulas.
Okay.
Which is what I am,
Right.
and Amanda, who would have been here today, but couldn't make it after all. But yeah, so we are doulas, and so we are not medically trained, and we are what we call lay people who come to support parents in their pregnancy and also in childbirth, and maybe a few weeks after they've had their baby too.
You go visit them as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are the modern bush nurses.
Yes. Very interesting. Because I've never heard of a doula before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that just ring a bell to say, I do know what you're talking about with these doulas back home.
Yeah.
If only they know they could have been called doulas. It would have been so nice.
I like bush nurse.
But the bush nurse is good.
I love that name, bush
Yeah.
nurse. Yeah.
And you know why I think they call them bush nurse as well? Because they know the right bush to give the mothers.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I don't know the bushes that they pick. You know. I wish I could tell you some of the bush that they use, but I don't know. You know. They used to call a bush called Search Me Out.
Search My Heart.
You ever heard of that bush before?
I've heard of that bush, yes, I have.
Yeah, Search Me Out and all that.
What was that good for? Do you remember?
No.
No.
All I know, they take it and boil tea.
We'll have to research that.
Search My Heart.
Yeah, we'll have a look on the internet.
Yes.
See if we find it.
If you find it, yeah, Search Me Out.
And guinea hen weed?
When I was growing up, I didn't know those bushes.
Right.
I only know them since I've become more mature.
Right. We sometimes use it here for your menstrual cycle. For some
Okay.
ladies who are having tricky menstrual cycle.
And did you know that rosemary was good for that too?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. In fact, we use rosemary when we combine different herbs together and use it to steam. To steam.
Steam below?
Yes.
Okay. But when you said about steaming, back in the days with steaming for me, my mom used to do, she used to have a thing called pail.
Yes.
It was a white enamel thing about this height.
Uh-huh.
The lid had a hole in it.
Right.
You know what? It was like, you know, rosebud. Have you ever seen a the rosebud look inside?
Yeah.
It had a little thing, so you used to urinate in it. The urine would go down into the pail. Now, they use it for urination, and they also use it to steam. I believe they used to put a thing into the water called, I'm not sure if is it a blue stone or something?
Oh, right. Okay. Uh-huh.
Oh God, alum. I think it was
Alum.
called alum.
Oh, I know about the alum.
Oh, you know about the alum?
I do know about the alum. Go on, Auntie Ruthie, tell them about the alum.
Yes, that's all I know they used to put in it. But the
Yeah.
alum was good
Yeah.
for a lot of things, especially for the lower part of the woman's
Yes.
body.
Yes.
So they used to put hot water, and sit over it and steam. Because they wouldn't fall in because it's got a protector. The little thing would drop down. And so, you know what? I'm looking at this now. And to be honest with you, can you see this? You see the way that looks?
Just focus in there.
Look at that.
Yeah. Like,
Well, the lid from the pail would look just about like that.
okay.
So when you urinate, it would go down into the holes.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It was easy to clean.
Right.
Somehow it just reminds me of that.
Right. Interesting.
But when you say steaming in England, how did they hold a steam?
So
What would they sit over?
Very similar to what you're saying. So we have specially made steaming seats, right?
Right.
And it could be like a wooden box with a hole in it, and you sit over it. Yeah, and you put the hot water, and you put a combination of herbs, depending on what you're steaming for. You know, herbs like lavender. I mentioned the rosemary, calendula, all kind of nice soothing herbs.
Lovely smell as well.
And you let the water, don't sit over it straight away because it's going to burn you.
Obviously.
Let it slightly cool down, and then, you know, underwear down, and you sit over it.
How long would you sit over it for?
Oh, well, about half an hour or so is fine.
Until the water becomes cold?
Yeah, yeah. And also good for after you've had your baby as well, you know.
Oh yes, that's what they used to do.
Yeah.
I believe they used to sit on it also to bring any loose blood inside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, and rub the another thing is this, I believe. I think when they have the baby as well, did they used to band the belly?
Yes.
They used to have a special thing, I don't know what it's called.
Okay.
But it was a long piece of material. So they wrap it round too. I think to push the waist out and also to keep the tummy a little bit flat.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
You do?
Yeah, belly wrapping. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it a special cloth?
So I go and buy cotton calico, like a good, nice cotton quality, and it's 14 meters in length. Yeah, a long
14 meters?
14 meters in length.
And the one person?
And the one person. Yeah, special way of wrapping it round, and it feels like a nice, comfortable corset. It just feels comfortable, not too tight, not restrictive, not cutting off your blood supply.
Would they sleep in that, or they just keep it on for the day?
Just for the day, and take it off at night. And put it on again when they wake up in the morning. Right.
So you sort of teach them how to wrap.
Yeah. So I go along. If there's a partner there, or a mom, or an auntie, or a friend, I teach them how to wrap.
These are young mothers, are they?
Yeah.
I bet they find this very strange.
They ask for it because we know about these things now. So I wouldn't give it to somebody who didn't know about it or didn't ask for it. It's those who ask for it. I say, yeah, okay, I can wrap your belly. So yeah.
Interesting.
So Auntie Ruthie, I can see you cutting up the yam, the white yam.
Yes.
So tell us, when we go shopping and buy our own yam, how do we tell a good yam from a bad yam?
I normally, when I go in the shop, I ask the guy to cut the top and to cut the bottom. Top and tail it for me. And once it's nice and it's clean, you know, as long as there's no black bits in it and it doesn't got no orange bits in it, just ask for a slice of yam.
Okay.
And go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you buy mango? Do you buy pineapple?
Yeah, I buy pineapple, I buy mangoes. I love mangoes, I do.
All right. So tell us then. How do we choose a good mango? How do we choose a good pineapple? What are we looking out for? And an avocado pear. What are we looking out for?
Oh. Well, again, personally, me, nobody else. I don't buy avocado that's not ripe. I just ain't got the patience to be letting it sit down for days to be ripe. I like to bite now and to eat it now or tomorrow. As for the mango girl, I like to buy those nice mangoes from, I think they're from Mexico.
Oh, right.
And some of them are from Pakistan.
I like the Pakistan ones.
They're like honeydew.
Oh, very sweet.
Oh, so nice, so nice. Those are the mangoes I like to buy.
I see some people sniffing them, they pick them up and sniff.
Oh God, yeah, that is another thing.
Yeah?
You're right, the smell.
Right.
The smell of the mango. You know it's ready. You know it's ready. Oh yeah, pineapple too.
Yeah.
You can smell the pineapple and you know, yeah, she's good to go. Oh God, can you smell the soup?
I can.
How come it smells so good?
It smells delicious.
Oh my goodness
Yeah.
heavens. It's coming up my nostril.
It smells delicious.
Oh
I
God.
wish you could smell it, folks. I wish you could smell it.
Smells good,
so
really good. Yeah. Yeah. Remember, this is not a cooker lesson. This is just a matter of just highlighting.
Little demo, right?
A demo, that's right,
Yeah.
yes. Right, what's next now?
So, Auntie Ruthie, big controversy. Yeah? You've heard it on the news, you've heard it in the newspapers, you've seen it on the supermarket labels of the chicken.
Don't wash your chicken. Well,
What say you, Auntie Ruthie?
I was brought up to wash my chicken. I can't really buy chicken from the supermarket and just put it in my pot. Sorry, can't do it. So, I wash my chicken. I believe the reason why they say don't wash the chicken, because some people will wash the chicken in the sink or in the bowl and it's splashed
Splashing.
all over.
Yeah.
And they don't know that they should sanitize.
Yes.
I think that's the problem. You know what I mean? So I have to rinse off my chicken, love. Too many hands touch that. She said she wanted to rinse again. Yeah, so my rinse her. Got it, so. Yes, I'm actually gonna put this in my like a soup pot.
Okay.
Yes.
Come over to the pot.
Come on over.
Oh, come on over.
Come on over.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Nice.
Yes, the water is going down a bit, but I shall top her up in a bit.
Shall I boil the kettle for you?
Wait, do you know about? You do know. That's a proper spinners. Yes, proper. Yeah.
So, Miss Ruth, you know, nowadays everybody's so health conscious, and we have people that can't have plain flour, they're gluten intolerant. So you see people using spelt flour to make dumplings. Have you ever heard of that or seen that?
I have heard about it. Yeah, I think it's gluten free. Yeah. I personally, I've never used it.
Okay.
Mark & Spencer sells that. Yes, if you're very health conscious, you know, improvise, my darling.
Okay.
I'm going to put all of this into this soup.
Nice.
Yeah, all of it. I'm going to let you into a little secret now.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
I was making this dough, or you know, the flour, and I decided to put a little bit of oatmeal inside of
Let's
it.
have a little look.
Can you see that?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, just a little secret.
So just normal oatmeal, just any porridge oatmeal?
No, yeah, normal oatmeal.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've never had that before.
yeah.
Look at that.
Yes.
Absolutely delicious.
When you eat this, trust me, you think you're in heaven.
And she can sing too.
Yes, in heaven. There we go, darling. It's absolutely lovely.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Ha ha. Bob's your uncle.
Okay then, so what are we doing now, Miss Ruthie?
Well, we're going to make some banana porridge or banana porridge, green banana porridge. Pouring the banana out into that. That was 4 fingers of banana.
All right, 4. Okay. How many would that serve roughly?
At least 5-6 people.
Yeah.
Depends how greedy you are. Depends. Oh, your belly long. Yeah.
In the blender we have 4 fingers of green banana.
2 cups of oatmeal.
Oatmeal, okay. And with some water.
Yes, and you add some water to it. We're going to smooth it out. So you want it nice and smooth.
Okay.
Creamy. Cinnamon stick is in there.
Yeah, I can see it.
So I'm going to be putting that over to the stove now. I'm going to be pouring this out, and you've got to stir this vigorously so it doesn't go lumpy. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to add some coconut milk and then leave it to boil.
Nice. So do you know much about the nutritional value of green bananas? What's good about green
You
bananas?
know, they always say you get plenty of iron from that.
Yeah.
So I always go with my grandma. Grandma says,
That's right.
have your banana porridge, love, and build up yourself. If you're feeling a little bit weak and low,
Yeah.
just build up your system.
Yeah.
So it was always banana.
Yeah. Perfect for after birth, you know, if you
Perfect.
with blood loss and just to build
Yes.
your blood.
And again with the oatmeal as well.
Yeah, for milk production.
Yes,
with the
that.
oatmeal.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Yeah.
You've got it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. Some mums out there, if you've got the time to look after yourself,
We'll get somebody else. We should be looking after our mums, right?
that's true.
It's not just breakfast.
No, you could have it for your lunch, you could have it for your dinner.
Yeah.
Depends on what mood you're in, you know. Hey, with a nice slice of Ardo bread.
Yes. Or a cracker.
Good on, or a cracker. Good on good. If you can't buy the Jamaican cracker, buy Jacob's cream crackers.
Yeah.
Brock it up in it, you're good to go.
Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Banana porridge.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Miss
You're more
Ruthie.
welcome.
I've been so looking forward to this.
Yeah.
Nutmeg, the cinnamon.
The banana,
I can taste it all. The coconut.
and the coconut,
Yeah.
and the oatmeal.
Yeah. That is lovely.
So nice.
Really, really nice. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Because I said, you know, not everyone has their mom or their grandma or their auntie to hand. Especially now with COVID and people can't come over. There's so many moms out there where their family members would normally come over to help them during pregnancy and when a newborn baby has arrived and they can't because of COVID.
Because of COVID.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed having you here cooking with us today, Auntie Ruthie.
Oh, so
It's
nice.
been an absolute pleasure, honestly. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And oh God, who's that now? I wonder what time it is. I wonder who's that?
I'm going to pass the phone to you.
Right, let me see who's this. Who's this, please? Who's that? My daughter. Hello, sweetheart. Did you hear that? You could have it for your lunch, you could have it for your dinner. Give over. My baby will have to rinse off, and I shall rinse you again, darling. You're nice and clean, but I shall rinse you again. I'm just going to be nice, free, and easy. So,
Sounds good to me.
that's it. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and forget, but you she will be.